Hello, everyone. I'm just having a few little issues. I started on my phone, went to computer, and the two aren't linking up. So just bear with me. So I've got Wixie joining in. Can you just let me know whether you can hear me and see me? Because it was all good before, but then I don't know if my settings have all gone. I'm just playing around with this for a second. Here we go. Wixie's coming in. We're all good. There we go. We should be all good now. Yeah, sorry, Wixie. Yep. I had a few issues with going between the phone and the computer. The two weren't talking to each other.
Yep, you're right, mate.
So
we're on now.
We're on now. It just means I don't know whether I can highlight comments that much. But anyway, we'll make it up as we go. Thanks for all those people who joined in. And good. I only just got home really, so I was just having a quick look in the chat room there, and people having a chin wag to each other, which is always good. Just have a quick look, and we'll just see who we got on. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the camera too much. I'm on my phone. Buck's on, if he's still there. He looks like he's going to... Oh, he's going to miss it. That's all good because he's doing one of his driving lessons, which is awesome. Brad's on there. Greggy Campbell, which we're going to talk a bit about Greggy Campbell in a moment. All good, no doubt.
Hey, Jack, how you going?
We've got Jack Turtle on there. Yeah, he's... Can you find out where he's at now, Wixie? I'm just going to keep going through the comments for a moment. Yeah, unfortunately... Oh, that's right. I'm clicking on my computer, but we're on the phone. Pirate, I'm a pirate. He was coming along in Gresford, but unfortunately he's not too well. So he'll be missing this one, but he'll join up on the next one if he's still there. It's one thing that I find frustrating with the YouTube chat. I wish it had timestamps on it so you knew what time they said it, because these could be really old comments. We've got Wixie on, which is unusual. Mark Lavelle's on there. Perfect. Hope you had a good day. It was payday for me, which is good. Got Ed. Hopefully all's going well down your way. That was a cracking photo you put up the other day with, looks like you might be on a Zoom meeting actually, with those kookaburras. Rochi. Good to have Rochi in the chat. And we've got Paul Martin on there as well. We'll be catching up with him very shortly. And I think Jack's already at camp. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So we might as well get stuck straight into Lukey Reed's on too. Awesome. Thanks, Lukey. With the camp this weekend, we got a couple of people had to pull out for personal reasons. But we've still got quite a few of us going. There's over 20 of us going, and the weather's not going to be that great, but it's definitely going to be wet tomorrow. Friday might be a bit wet, but Saturday looks like it should be all right, and even Friday afternoon night could be all right. Fingers crossed. The other day they kept increasing the rain, and now they're starting to decrease it, so that's always a positive. So yeah, we're going to have a bit of a chat about camping in the rain. We're going to have a bit of a chat about Gresford. Wixie's on here tonight because he's going to have a bit of a chat about food and cooking at Gresford. And I know that him and Greggy Campbell have been talking a little bit, and that might help a few of the people who are going to Gresford. They might help them decide a bit about their food. And everyone else, it's always good to have you in the chat room. Even if you're not coming to Gresford, feel free to jump in the chat. And it's not just about the Gresford chat, it's about a little get together as well. I'm just going to go to Facey. What did you get up to today, Wixie?
Oh, just a busy one at work, mate. Busier than a one-legged man ass kicking competition today.
Yeah.
What about yourself?
Yeah, well, we've had this time of the year is quite busy because we've got year 12 who this is their last week, so they're getting down to the last few days. So we had an excursion on Friday down to Sydney. So that was a meet at school at 7 in the morning, got back at 11 p.m. So that was a big day. And then Monday we had a camp out. So I taught all day Monday. Then we went to a camp out or sleep out at school, which I got to bed about 3:30 in the morning once they sort of had all drifted off. And then woke up at 6 o'clock, went and had a shower, came back at 7 o'clock and did a barbecue. And then teaching all day. I might have crashed in one of the rooms and had a little sleep during the day. And then,
Nice.
yeah, so there's just the Year 12 activities. I've got to go in early tomorrow. Got to leave here around 6:30 to get in there to do another morning barbecue, because it's their muck-up day tomorrow. And
Oh,
then
yeah, that's right.
Friday, and then Friday is their graduation ceremony. So it's a busy week, and then the highlight, obviously, is Friday afternoon when I get to leave and we get to go and camp out together. We got Newy Joe on there, which is awesome, and Jamie Fulton, which is Jamie had a really good idea to start a little group chat the other day for those people going to Gresford, so which has been handy, especially with weather and things that are coming up. Yeah, big days, Mark, that's for sure. I'm very tired. It's always tiring when it gets to the end of the term, but especially at the moment. It's good though. Like, if they ask me to do the same again 100%, it's worth it. Sometimes you just got to push through, and like the kids were saying to us the other day, it's like, do you even get paid for all this overtime? It's like, no, purely volunteer, but it's worth it just to see the kids actually having fun. Because if people didn't volunteer, then it wouldn't happen. And it's good to see them out of school as well. Like, that's when kids are at their best a lot of the time, when you're doing school stuff outside of school hours or doing excursions. So we're going to have a bit of a chat about Gresford, Wixie, and we might as well, everyone who's going knows where it is and that it's going to be wet. There's 3 to 4 large campsites there. No one is designated anywhere. It's just you turn up and you park anywhere within there. The turtles are already there. Bobby Asa and Kim Asa, I think, are getting there today or tomorrow or early Friday. And Wixie, you're hoping to get, you're trying to get there tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah, mate. Tomorrow afternoon's the plan. All going well. I've had a couple of early starts to try and get a couple of extra hours under my belt, so I can leave early tomorrow and early start tomorrow. So yeah, that's the plan, mate. Be gone here early lunch. It's only about 3.5 hours drive from Gunnedah, so yeah, get down there and see the people that are in early. I think
that'd be good. So yeah, Wixie's going to help people. He's going to look at the sites there and work out where people might be best suited and help them find a spot. I just see we've got Freddie Boots on there, Denny. So where are you up to at the moment? Are you travelling still, Freddie, or are you getting close to back home? I haven't been on social media much in the last sort of 4 or 5 days, so I've sort of lost track. So the only thing you've got to remember is that they have a gate there, which I'm pretty sure is locked, and then they come and unlock it at certain hours. You don't want to get there before 10 a.m. that day, which, like, realistically, most places are usually in the afternoon anyway. So they got a phone number on there if you need to contact. I'm not sure what the phone service is like there, whether you get a bit here and there. You might if you're on Telstra. But anyway, Wixie's going to be there. Jack, the turtles are going to be there. So there's going to be someone there when you get there, and they'll help you set up wherever. I'll probably be one of the last ones there, and I'm happy just to get thrown wherever. I'm just going to be a swag on a stretcher with probably a little gazebo over the top of me now with the weather. I guess one good thing with it being, it's supposed to be a bit cooler, actually. I think we're 19 tomorrow, then even down to 16 on Friday. It's not going to be super cold as a low, just the high's not as high. So it'd be good for a fire. We're still going to do a fire, even if it means that it's under gazebos, because as long as if you're putting good hardwood in, it burns clean. It doesn't spark up, so it'll be fine. So the Friday is really everyone's just going to fend for themselves, look after yourself with food. The whole weekend's look after yourself with drinks. Even though I will bring a couple drinks with me to share.
Bringing that is it jungle juice thing you got?
Yeah, I've got some jungle juice there. Everyone can have a bit of a taste and whatever. I've got some Guinness if anyone wants to have that. But I think that's the whole point about this weekend, is just getting together with friends. And if you want to share something, share something. On the Saturday morning, we're going to go over to Clarencetown to where the camp out is. Anyone from the camp at Gresford that's there with us, they're more than welcome to come and join us as well and have a look there. And that's a little bit weather permitting, that's when we're going to try and sort out a lot of the things, how it's all going to look, because this is the first time, excuse me, that we've all been together. It's actually the first, we've only actually been together once this year, really. If you exclude Mark Lavelle, Wixie, Roachy, and I have only physically been together twice this year. So it'd be good to actually catch up. It's been too long. So that's the Saturday. So we're probably going to go early, go to the bakery, get a coffee, pie sausage roll, and then we're going to go to the campground, have a look there. We're going to check out sites and just confirm that we're not doubling up on sites, because there was a bit of confusion the other day. Take photos, all that sort of stuff. And then we're going to try and nut things out a little bit, what's going to be where and how the camp out might run a bit more. And then back at Gresford, we'll definitely got to go down the main street and go and have a drink at the pub. It's quite good. Yeah, too long, Roachy, you're right. We won't burn down the gazebos. And if we do, we'll make sure they burn in fashion, in style. And then Saturday afternoon, what time do you reckon we might be starting that? We're going to do a bit of a shared cooking thing. What time do you reckon, Wixie?
Oh, 3 or 4 o'clock. I think we get into it and
yeah,
probably only take everyone about an hour or something like that from what I can gather people are cooking. So yeah, I reckon like early dinner, I think there'll be enough to share around. That'll probably, between the snacks that everyone's cooking to share around and a few beers, I think that's probably going to be dinner.
Yeah, I'm not planning on anything like to cook up for dinner that night. I might take a couple snacks or something light dinner for later on. I just saw a quick comment there. Boyd just said, "Hey, Lanny, maybe looking at heading over from Sawyer's Gully on the Saturday morning. Are there any sites left?" Yes, there are. When you're ringing camp on Allen, you just need to reference the Hunter Newcastle or Newcastle Hunter camping group. They will know who. If you just say those words, Newcastle Hunter camping, they'll know who you are and they'll put you in with us. There's a couple spots still left within our side, so it's all good. Yeah, so on the Saturday afternoon when we get back from Clarencetown, we're going to have fire, and I'm not going to do any cooking. I might just bring a bit of cheese and bickies, but Wixie's going to run through who at this stage has said that they're going to be cooking and maybe a bit about what they're cooking. If you want to start with yourself, Wixie.
Yeah, so I'm going to do burgers for everyone. I've got some nice artisan baked milk buns from Reverend Sourdough and Gunnedah. So I've picked those up today, and I'll just tonight make up the beef patty mix for everyone. Do up the individual patties and get that all packed in the fridge. And yeah, so yep, little mini Big Macs from myself. Michael Lavelle, he's got some Waterballs with a bit of chakalaka, Roachies, chicken wings, and I've just noticed in the chat, Greggy Campbell's also got some chicken, so that'll be over charcoal. That'll be awesome. He's a bit of a whiz over charcoal, so the rumours are getting around. So we're looking really forward to. I'll be hanging around that like a bad smell.
Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, good. It should be good. Just a bit of a snack off everyone to share around.
Yeah, it's gone. We've done this once before, and you end up with heaps of food.
Yeah, absolutely.
It ends up a bit like a tapas cocktail food thing, and you end up with heaps of food. So that's what I mean. Like, I'm only going to plan food really for the Friday night because I'm not getting there until late afternoon, and then Saturday morning I'm going to do the bakery. I'm not even going to have anything for lunch because I know we've got all that good food happening, or have something light for lunch. We've got Terry on there. All's well. We're going camping this weekend, so that'll be good. And I saw that I'm pretty sure Freddie Boot said he was at Charters Towers. So where's that, out west as you're going towards Mount Isa a bit? I haven't been up that way for some time. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the plan. But and then the Sunday is when most people will be leaving, and just make it up as we go. Really, it's a real simple camp out. The only things we've got planned is that we're doing a group cook up, or you guys are. And if you're someone who's coming along and you're in the chat there, and you want to bring something along to share as well, by all means, do it. Whether it's on the Saturday afternoon or it's the Friday night, whether it's snacks or more meal type food, go for it. But at the same time, you don't have to either. Like, as long as you don't put a lock on your fridge, we're all good. Yeah, so that's what we're up to, and it's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to us catching up again. I'm looking forward to Mark and Rochi meeting or re-meeting a lot of these people that we got to spend a few days with up at Goombara, which is good. And it's just going to be good just to get around a fire. It's been besides Goombara, I haven't been camping since Goombara, and before that was probably when we went to the wash pools in May or June. So haven't done as much camping as I would have liked to this year with all the wet weather. Speaking of the wet weather, we're planning on getting a couple gazebos together with a fire pit, as long as the rain doesn't come in. Does anyone put in the comments, does anyone have any tips or advice or anything about camping in wet weather that might be helpful for us and anyone else going? So we've got 22 on, which is pretty good. All people that we know and been camping with. Yeah, it'd be good to meet you, Boyd. If you could come over, that'd be great. Brad and Mary Howe said they might be able to come over just for the day on Saturday, but they're quite busy, so they're a bit of a wait and see. We might know more on the Friday or early Saturday morning. On the Saturday when we go over to Clarence Town, we're not all going to be driving our vehicles. It'd be silly everyone taking their own vehicle. We'll be jumping in each other's cars a bit, filling those cars up to head over. Yeah,
it should be plenty of seats if we carpool, mate. Everyone's welcome to join us to go over and have a look at the campsite together. It's all a community thing. So if you just want to come over, let's jump in and go and get it done.
Yeah. We don't have a set time as such as when we're going to leave. It'll depend on if it's raining heaps or how sore our heads are a bit, I suppose. What time we get to sleep. I might have to get there and have a half-hour nap and then get back up again.
Yeah, probably better see what time we're fit to leave. More to the point.
Yeah, that's right. That's a better way, fit to leave. I'm fairly certain this place does have a dump point as well. So anyone who's taking a toilet over there, I'm pretty certain there's a dump point there. Not heaps of showers and toilets, but they do have them. They've got a little camp kitchen. There's enough of us probably bringing firewood. I'm going to take one of those foldable Darchie, which are like the Snow Peak fire pits. If you want to bring your own fire pit and all that, feel free. I think Mark's bringing a speaker to have a bit of music in the background. I'll leave that one up to him to sort that one out. There you go. Jamie Fulton just said there's spare seats. So there'll be plenty of spare seats that we can all just take a few cars. I call shotgun. Big bastard getting in early.
Sorry, Karen.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't even really thought about packing or anything yet. I was hoping to be packed, ready to go. But I think I'm just going to have to pack it Friday morning. Because if I put it out Thursday night, everything's just going to get soaked. I'm hoping that most of the rain might be finished by Friday morning when I go to work. I'm just going to go straight from work over. If I don't get a shop done that morning, I'll go do a quick 20-minute shop that afternoon. I shouldn't really need too much. And there is a Food Works at Gresford, and then you've got all the other places nearby. There's an IGA and IGA liquor at Clarence Town Saturday morning when we go there. Yeah, only the fire pits of the grounds are allowed. Did you ask that, Jack? Because I remember it says that on their website, but I'm fairly certain I asked them, and they said you can have your own fire pit as long as it's on the concrete where the fire pits are. So can you let me know, Jack Turtle, in the comments whether you're allowed to bring your own one as long as it's where their fire pit is, or that's what she told you. Yeah, right. Well, I might, before I pack that, I might just ring anyway. Because, yeah, when I was there, well, it must be 4 weeks ago now, she said you can have yours as long as it's on the same concrete pad and it's not on the ground. So I might just ring and double check on that one. Robin and I would like to let you all know, have a fantastic weekend this weekend and so far. Wish we were there with you. All can't wait for the next year's camp. Yeah, thanks, Terry and Robin. Really looking forward to catching up with you guys next year. And for anyone who's wondering in there, we are going to be doing other camps as well next year. Just to really, like, this camp out that we're doing is informal in a lot of ways, but we're going to be doing real casual ones, a bit like this camp on Allen one next year and other things too. So if you've missed this one, you want to come down or whatever, or meet up, we'll be doing others. So especially for Pirate and Nui Joe, we'll be doing others that you can join us. Jordan Glenn, how are you going? All hope we are well. Have fun on your camping trip, lads. Day one of the swing on the new job and going good so far. That's always good. It's always a bit nervous starting a new job. Was it up at Rockhampton? I felt like I heard you saying something about this at Gumbara, that it might mean that you had to travel a bit for this job or stay away from home or something. Boyd saying less than 50%. Rain 2 mil on Saturday and 7 to 8 degrees low. All good. Yeah, it should be good sleeping fire weather, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wasn't too much more that I was probably going to chat about. I just need to ring about that. Yeah, he's saying it was FIFO from Rocky, our flight to the mine. Yeah, it's good that it's all going well. I know you're saying there'll be a bit extra money, which is, especially at our ages, any extra money for young people, it's worth doing. Yeah, it is quite warm. I'm not really that far away, Jack, from where you are, and yeah, it's quite warm, but I imagine there's going to be a change overnight where it will get a bit cool, and that's when the rain will come in. I always thought there might have been a storm or something today. Yeah. Anything else that you want to talk about, Wixie?
Oh, only I suppose put a bit of speculation out there. Might even have a sneaky little gift for everyone that's at Gresford on the weekend.
Yeah, awesome.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. It'd be good catching up with people too and just having a chat about Goombara, about Harvey Bay and camping in general, and because we've gotten together, we've said our point of view. It's always nice to see what other people thought, and it's one of those things that even it seems like in some ways it goes forever, but then it also goes really quick. It seems like it was just yesterday that we're there, but at the same time, it feels like it was ages ago that we're there. So yeah, it'd be good catching up and talking about it as well.
Yeah.
Mark, love a sneaky gift. The fresh eggs for sale on site. There you go.
That's awesome.
And Jack, Turtle, if there's anything that you notice or think we might need to know, you can let us know as well on Facebook. Newy Joe saying, just come back from Sandbar Bush, camp unreal, fire, and no one out there. Awesome.
Yeah,
yeah. It's one of those things I really wanted to do this year was just get out camping more, but the weather's just been atrocious for it. But it's one of those things I think I'm just going to have to go. Just go. Just if it means you have to drive a bit further, do it. Mark, I'll talk your ear off, Jack. Yeah, there's not too many of us. It's enough people that everyone will be sitting around the fire without having a couple of fires going. We might have a couple of fires going, but it'll be that one big circle thing. We'll all be able to be in one group, which is good. So at this stage, who we've got coming along, we've obviously got Wixie and Paula, Dean and Donna Roche, Mark Lavelle, myself. We've got the Turtles. We've got the Asses, Campbells, Rob Richmond. Last time I spoke to him, he was coming down. Hope he's still coming down. We've got the Slades coming from Gloucester. And I'm going to miss Fulton's. We've got the Martins. I'm fairly sure the Formers, sorry if I got your name wrong, are coming as well. I think there's about 12, 13 of us, all like groups of or pair couples or whatever, or singles, whatever you want to call it, coming along. So
nice.
yeah, it's gonna be really good. I guess one thing to talk about, even though it's about the camp next year, is people on that Facebook site. Don't think that Facebook site is just for announcements about camping next year, that camp out. Get on there if you want to share anything about camping, or even if you were like, oh, I'm going to such and such place this weekend. Does anyone want to come along? Do that. Try and think of that page as more of a camping group within the community than the camp out next year. Even though obviously that's where it probably started a bit, and there'll be lots of announcements and talk about that camp out, but use it as an opportunity to talk amongst yourselves. There's no rules really around it. We do have on there, when you go to post, it has to go through an admin thing for approval. That's just to monitor things a little bit. There's been a few posts where people have put up things that it's got nothing to do with camping or the camping community. So it's good just to have that there as just to stop a few of those things. The same with, like, if you want to join the group, it's got to be admin approved. And we've had a few. Most people get through, like, even if we don't know them, we just have a little check of who they might be on Facebook, and most people will get through. There's been a few Facebook accounts where they've got no photos. They just joined Facebook last week. They're not getting through. Okay. This whole thing is about just people having fun, being safe within the community, having a chat, having a camp out. One thing I haven't asked though, Lukey Reed, do you think it's a possibility whether you might be coming next year to the camp out? Yeah, good comment there by Rochi Wixie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. One of the reasons that we wanted to do this camp out and is for Wixie for Rochi and Mark Lavelle to meet all these people, because unfortunately, due to other reasons, they couldn't get to the Kumbara one. And we didn't really feel that complete being there without them. So it'd be good to be camping with them and with these other great people as well. Hey, the Olivers, hope's all going well up there. Don't mean to rub it in, but you've only got a couple of days left of holidays. And when we start ours, you have to go back for yours. Ending yours rather, back to work. It's so good though, having a break. Definitely need it. Jack was at Cessnock. Yeah, we're looking forward to catching up with Jack and hearing about their travels and how they're, places they've been, because they've been going almost non-stop since Kumbara Wixie.
Yeah, they weren't home long and turned around, packed up the van and off again. So yeah, it'll make for a good conversation, tell us all about their travels. They get around a bit, so that's great. Great to see them out there.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, hey? It's like, I'm really looking forward to next year catching up with Terry and Robin and finding out about their travels. Phil's went and did some traveling. Steve and Annie did a real big trip, so I'm looking forward to catching up and hearing about their trip. And the Fultons, after Kumbara, they went out on a really big trip out west. So I'm looking forward to it. It's one thing sharing photos over Facebook and everything, which is really good. But it's another thing sitting there next to the person as they're talking about it and showing you photos and videos. Heaps better. Rochi. And yes, I've already spoken to my daughter, Caitlin, about having babies when I have a camp out. It was nice. Yeah. I'm sure she can wait.
Rob's on.
Hey, Rob, are you still coming down? And did you work out where you might be staying or when you're leaving? Everyone there saying hey to Rob. I got a bit of an opportunity to talk to Rob at Harvey Bay and then also at Kumbara, but not as much as I'd like to. Rob's someone I really like to sit down and have a good chat. And we've had a few good video chats in the last year. Every now and then we'll have a good video chat for an hour or two, and he's just a really good guy. And I'm looking forward to actually sitting down where he's relaxed. He doesn't have to worry about the organisations of things, and we can just sit and chat. And he's a very, very knowledgeable person too. But you don't find too many people as nice as Rob. He's just driving right now, so can't talk much. That's all good. Yeah, 100%, Terry. You're spot on. So let's just quickly go over again what people are cooking on the Saturday afternoon, and then also if you are coming along and you want to contribute to some cooking, which you obviously don't have to. That's why I was only buying cheese and bickies. Maybe get in contact with Wixie or myself or Rochi or whoever, and if you want to organise something or bring something, you can probably better off talking to Wixie really than me about that sort of thing. So Wixie, what were people bringing again or cooking up?
Yeah, so Marky Lavelle, he's got a Bordervores and a bit of chakalaka. Rochi's doing marinated chicken wings. Rochi and Donna, I've had them before, witnessed that. That's absolutely beautiful. Greggy Campbell's doing chicken ribs. Well, look at that. So I'll be the first over there waiting in line. And then, yeah, I'm going to do homemade Big Mac. So milk bun, beef patty, and a bit of burger sauce, cheese. Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, that will be good. I've had your... We had them once before. Did we have them as burgers or on wraps?
No, we did Big Mac tacos.
Yeah, they were really good.
I thought I'd do it on burger this time. Something different.
Yeah. You and Joe's just asked there, how's the numbers going for Clarencetown? That's something we're going to check on Saturday when we go over. I haven't really been keeping up too much with the numbers, but I would imagine that we'd have at least a third of the campground booked out by now. If not, it'd be somewhere between a third and half the campground. But that's something we'll check on Saturday. And some people have already sent a message or commented on Facebook. If you know what site you're on and you want a photo of it, we'll try our best to do that. So if you haven't commented and you want to do that, just send any one of us a message or put it on Facebook. If you want a photo or any information about your site. One thing I think we forgot to say the other night, Wixie, I think we forgot, was about the measurements of the site. Did we mention that?
No.
So the sites do vary in size. Some are, you might not get a full caravan on. Some you get easily a full caravan and then some. But Rochi, if you're in the comments, do you want to just type this up in case I get it wrong? The size of we measured a couple sites up, and I think from memory they were about 7 to 8 meters wide and about 14 meters, maybe not 14, 12 to 14 meters deep or long, and then you still had room either end. Like most sites where the tree line, we measured to the tree line onto the taps, and then most of them had out behind the taps another 2 to 3 meters where you could like set up a gazebo or chairs or a fire pit. And then you obviously had out the front where you could have that as common area or an extra vehicle or whatever.
Yeah, nice.
Right. Yeah, Roach just said there about he'll help with photos. So yeah, it's probably gonna feel a bit more on top of each other than at the previous camps. But that's not a bad thing either, because then it's obviously a lot easier to get around to each other. So pros and cons both ways. But each site will have more than enough room even for the biggest setups. Oh, there you go. He said 8 meters wide and yes, about 14 meters long with a few meters here and there to spare. Yeah, no, it'd be good. And as I said, we put ourselves on the worst sites that get the least amount of sun. They're the dirty sites, uneven, and no water. So everyone else should have the good sites. Yeah.
Oh, looks like Landy's dropped out on us. The old Starling. Oh no, hello, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh, yep, no, I'm there. All right. Who cooks in a spun steel or cast iron? I prefer cast iron. Spun steel, I just burn things too much. But they both have pros and cons. I thought I'd check it out tomorrow on the way through. That's a great idea, actually. It just warning, Rob, tomorrow is supposed to be very wet down here and along the coast. So just take it easy, especially if you've got the van. If you go there, you just pull into the office and just say who you are. Craig's usually in there. He's a really nice guy. And just say, oh, I'm part of this group. I'm just going to have a look or whatever. Yeah, I think the more we stay in contact with them, the better. And they're pretty happy with what's going on as well. They're very supportive, actually, especially just quietly. If we book the whole place out, some of those rules we get to bend a little bit and make up our own rules. So that's one of the hopes. I've just got Bobby Ask coming on. Yeah, so looking forward to catching up with you and Kim again. I think we might have to. Sorry, I didn't know whether Lukey Reed, whether he replied, whether he thinks it, whether it's a possibility, whether he's coming next year or not. Did you see in the comments, Wixie, whether he said yes or no or maybe?
No, I didn't see. I don't know whether he's seen it or not. But yeah, geez, it'd be good if Lukey could make his way back over.
100%. It'd be really good. He can make a big trip of it as well. You know, and similar to Gumbara, Luke, you're like, if you just bring your setup, don't worry about the food, you'll be fed. You'll be fed and watered. It won't be an issue. You just turn up, you're more than welcome. He's a maybe.
Oh,
yep.
He's a maybe.
Yeah.
That's the go.
Yep. Yep. If we fully book out, Lukey will find a spot for you. Don't worry about that. Yeah, he's a good guy, hey, Lukey. I enjoyed spending a lot of time with him. He's funny and he's got a really cool setup. If you didn't get to see his setup, and if you next time you see him at a camp out, go and have a look. It's cool. Very very unique with that big, like a big trundle drawer thing he's got that comes out, and a bit like a Swiss
it's
knife.
I've ever seen like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen one before. When Buck did the video with him, I started looking at those big drawers. They're a good thing. And then he's got other drawers coming out. It's a bit like a Swiss Army knife he's set up. It just keeps folding out and going and going. Yeah. Yeah, Rochi, it'd be good. He's a good guy, hey. Yeah. Well, we might leave it there. We're only doing a quick one. And as you can tell, my voice is starting to go. And Wixie's got a bit of work to do. I think he's still doing a bit of packing, a bit of cooking and whatever. And he'll be there at Gresford along with the Turtles. If you're not sure when you pull up there, they'll be there to direct you. But just, I guess, as a bit of a guide, even though most people probably know your setup, Wixie, they'll be able to find you. When you pull into the office, they'll tell you where to drive to. But basically, you drive down a gravel road, you come to a nice little slab hut office, and then from there, they'll direct you anyway. But you basically turn left and then take your last, it's gravel, and then you take the last right, which is then on the grass, and you just drive down until you'll see the Turtles and Wixie there. And if you you can always send them a message as well saying, oh, we'll be there at such and such time, and they can keep an eye out for you. Awesome. All right.
Yeah.
We might leave it there, Wixie, if you want to say goodbye or any last things that you want to say before we go away and meet up on Friday or Thursday for you.
Yeah. No, it's good to see everyone on in the chat. Look forward to catching up with everyone again and, yeah, meeting the people that I haven't met before. If Boyd makes his way over, that'd be great. But, yeah, looking forward to, especially for Rochi and Mark having the opportunity to say good day to everyone. I know they're chomping at the bit, so it'd be great to see them mingling around with everyone.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yep. And I guess, once again, like, if you got any questions about Clarencetown, like, if you get them into us before Saturday morning, that'd be good. It's our best chance to probably answer them in the immediate future. Otherwise, they might have to wait for a little bit before we're back there again together. Oh, shit. Jack Turtle just said, please slow down there, guys. Otherwise, she gets really upset. Yeah, I've heard that. But it shouldn't be as bad, like with dust and everything, with a bit of rain. But, yeah, just take your time. Yeah, it'd be good. Watch the roads are a bit patchwork out there, but they're not too bad for the majority of it. All right, thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I always like, even if I can't keep up with the chat, I like seeing people in there having a chat. That's one of my favourite things about live feeds, regardless of what the person's talking about, just to get on there and good at platform to talk to other people, whether you've met them or not. Awesome. All right, we'll see you guys, and you might see a couple of photos and stuff from our camp out as we go, and maybe a bit about Clarencetown as well. All right, take it easy, guys, and yeah, we'll be talking again soon. see you in a couple of days, Wixie.
Yep. See you, Landy. See you, everyone.
See you. All right, see you.